All right, y'all, it is Sunday, March the 30th, and is anyone else tired of these people playing like losers all the time? I mean, come on. Do y'all remember back when we talked about competitions like reality, like a Survivor? And I was like, there's two types of competitors, right? You have the ones that want to win at any cost, and you have the ones that want to earn it. You have the ones that want to get rid of the best players early because they know they can't beat them, and so their strategy is to get the strong players out. Then you have the ones who want to earn it, and they want to play against the best. They want the weak players out so that they can win it, they can earn it, and they know they deserved it, okay? The people running this shit show are type number one. They are so incompetent and inferior that their only way to win is to literally stomp out anything that could be competition. Remove the women, remove the persons of color, remove literally everyone who isn't them. And now that there's nothing standing in their way and they hold all the reins and they're fucking it up left and right, they still can't even just take accountability for what they're doing. It's not us, it's them. It's not our fault, it's their fault. These people, this administration just fired a judge or prosecutor, forgive me, they're in LA for going after one of their donors for doing crime. The donor committed crime, tried to hide like almost $50 million worth of its money. You know, it's always something with these people, the same thing. Okay, he's being prosecuted, and the administration went after I want to say the prosecutor, but it might have been the judge. Either way, something that is illegal, something they can't do. Yes, I'm sure it's going to be fought, but the point is, a donor is in trouble. Here they come after the court. Okay, same thing that happened in New York. Their guy, that mayor, the corrupt one, got in trouble, so they went after the court to get his stuff cut free. Okay, at the same time, those very same people are saying they're not going to fire any one of the department heads that were part of Signalgate because it's a fake news and it's a witch hunt, and they're not firing people over something like that. That's just a mistake that happens to everyone. Anyone could have that kind of mistake. It's a nothing burger. Everyone needs to just get over it. That's who's running the show. So, darling, I want to ask you a question because we're riding high off of these vibes, right? This weekend, the protests we're seeing across the world. Awesome. We're preparing for April 5th. Awesome. And so are they. Okay, the regime is ready to release the hounds if they can create enough chaos to make it so that they're not just deploying on their own, which is why we are staying home, and we appreciate y'all for understanding that assignment. But I want to ask you this, darling. What happens after marching day, okay? After everyone goes out and after millions of people march and sing and throw signs, what next? Because the regime is not going to step down. They're not going to quit because 10 million people's marched, okay? They're not going to stop. These are people that are basically laughing at their own constituents, okay? Metaphorically pissing on them, telling them to shut up and go home, and they don't care what they have complaints about. They're doing what they're doing. The other half are just lying to them and going, that's not what's really happening, and they're getting booed, okay? I need to see what's going to happen after we're done with the marching, because it will be on us. And yes, physical removal is the only thing. It's the only thing. No one else is going to do it. The legislators aren't going to do it. Impeachments. We don't care about that shit. No due process and protocol and precedents. We don't care about that shit. They don't care about that shit. We don't care about that shit. Okay? They are trying to Gestapo DC. All right. I know I keep saying it, but it's because it rattles in my head. We have State Department heads that have email addresses to another country's government. I won't say the country, but you know the one. That is a problem. Okay. We have people that are so drunk, they're taking their wives with them to classified meetings because they need a designated driver. The dude that's digging in all of our information is on the news talking about he knows the right amount of that K vice to do for it to be all right. He does the right amount. The guy in charge of health knows the right amount of H to do to get the job done. Like, it's funny. If it wasn't just our lives, like it is, I laugh. I know I laugh, and y'all get mad at me for laughing sometimes, but we're looking at pure incompetence on display, complete lack of accountability. Like, we gave them what they want. They have what they wanted. They have full control of everything, and it's a shit show. So, you guys, I'm so happy to see more and more content of people going, yes, it is up to us. I saw a dad who said it is up to men in my demographic. And I was like, oh my God, yes. Oh my gosh. Is there a new type of like corn for this? This might be corn for me. Watching like that demographic, the dude that you would expect to have that hat on, put on a camera and go, yeah, this is up to us. So this is our culture. This is patriarchy. This is ours. And no, we can't call the persons of color to come march with us because they told us. They told us and we didn't listen. And no, I know not everyone. I know a lot of you. Okay, and I appreciate y'all that listen. I'm not talking about you if that was you, okay? But you know who we're talking about, right? And so for the ones who understand that assignment, like that gives me hope. That gives me so much hope. So I just want to prepare anyone else who hasn't quite thought of that yet is how much are you willing to do? How much further are you willing to go when none of these people step down after the 5th? What is the next move? And I'm not saying that you have to get ready to go get crazy poisonally. I'm just saying start thinking about that. Start thinking about what steps you're willing to take. Is your plan just to march one day and then pack up and go? I mean, that's cool for you, but not everyone can do that. We had this discussion in the beginning. A lot of people can't just go. So the only way to save everyone is to save the ship. The only way to save the ship is to get rid of the captain and crew that are running it into an iceberg. So the question du jour is, what are you going to be willing to do after we're done with the marches and the signs to get rid of the captain and crew? That's just to chew it over. Just a little mental, just think it over. Just think it over, okay? You know, while these people are thinking over threatening half the world, didn't they just threaten Iran now? Because this guy, it's all like tariffs and boom booms now. To pay the tariff or we're going to come after you. The White House is putting out messages going, we will find you and we will you. Just randomly, I don't even know what they were talking about. There was no context. It was just like a death threat to the world. Normalized. All right. People have pointed out these folks that are in ski masks with no ID abducting people off the streets are not official agents. They are just government backed civilians because our government is about to put the boys, the people, the ones with the hoods out to go do the bidding. OK, I don't know if you saw. I saw my first Master Race account on the talk. I'm used to seeing those things on the X. Well, I'm not on the X. I don't have an account there, but I know that it's over there because it gets circulated, right? All of those Master Race White America accounts, they're coming over. They're coming over to our side. And it shook me for a second because you know what? The bot comments are nasty and sometimes they get to me, but not too much. The fact that they're coming after accounts like mine, not a surprise. There's a lot of stuff that's not a surprise, but seeing loss of white power and we are the master race, and to see that just blatantly now being pumped out on TikTok because they're trying not to get banned and they want to appeal to the regime is just, you know, I've been looking at countries that people are going to. And I know I mentioned it before, but when I talk about Ghana and how welcoming they are to you know, bringing back Black Americans, it's almost like no matter what happens here, it would be nice to go somewhere where you're actually welcome and wanted and not constantly fighting for just basic human respect and having to fight through other people and waiting for some folks to get it and having folks just argue over if you deserve to live, if your children are automatically bad, if you're crime ridden and on drugs and the problem, if you're simultaneously too lazy to work and taking all of the jobs. I won't say everyone, but you know what I mean. Sorry, cough it. You know what I mean? Just the idea of going someplace and being able to hold your head high and knowing that there is no we're the better or the worse, just we're everyone. And I shouldn't have to feel that about somewhere else. I want to feel that about here. You know, I want to feel that about here. I'm hoping we can get there. And I'm hoping enough people understand that assignment. Welcoming, not the other one.